guys, welcome to my channel. This is Salesforce again. In this video, today we are going to learn about how we are going to determine the context of execution of a Apex method. So for example, you have one method and you're calling that method from LWC. Okay, so then like we have a function that will directly return it. This method is called from LWC directly itself. Okay, so we have other things as well. That is like suppose a method which is called from batch. So our function will directly return the like batch which is calling from the batch. The function will directly return the batch name, that is like it is calling from the batch name itself. Suppose you are like for calling the function from an anonymous window, it will tell you that this function is called from the anonymous window. Okay, so like there are some scenarios, like I got a lot of requests for this, like they wanted to determine actually how our code is running and from where the our code is running, so that they can use the same code in all the context areas. Okay, so like let's go to the playground and we can see how we can do it. Okay, so let me open the developer console. I have already opened the developer console. So basically the method that I have written here is this is the method that I have written, the QDT method. The QDT method is basically a method which helps you to determine from where exactly the code is ever running. Okay, so now suppose let's take an example here. If I'll run the code from the anonymous window, then what will happen? Then what it will return? It will directly return the anonymous, that it will the code is written from the anonymous window itself. Okay, so let's do one thing, the QDT method. Let's more explore more about the QDT method. If you wanted to know more about the QDT method, please see my comment below. You can see the official documentation of the QDT method. Okay, so basically the QDT method will help you to determine the where this code is running and from which method or which execution context the code is running from. Okay, so now let's do one thing. This is the basic code that I have written it here, that will tell you about the current execution context. Okay, so now let's do one thing. What if I'll run this code into the anonymous window? Okay, so I'll do one thing. I'll just move out and I'll just run this code into anonymous window, and then we can just see the debug, like what it will exactly return. Okay, so I'll do one thing. I'll just execute it. It will directly open the logs for me, and then let's see like from where exactly the code has executed. So if you'll see it here, like the execution context is anonymous, that means our code is executed from the anonymous window. So this way we can directly define like from where the code is running. Now let's take one more example. What if I will just run the code from the LWC itself? Then what it will be written? Okay, so I'll do one thing. I have already created one class. Already created one function there that will call our execution context function, that will call our execution class directly. Okay, so let's do one thing. Let's run it and then we will see what it will give you. Okay, so I'll just run it and it has ran successfully. Then let's go to the execution window here. Let's find it out which is our log. Let's do one thing. Okay, this is not our log, so I'll do one thing. I'll just click on this one. Okay, so now here you can see it will written as an aura. So there is one thing here in the QDT. What will happen if you run the code from it will call, I mean, if you call the function from aura or LWC, it will definitely return the aura itself. Okay, it will not return the LWC right now. Salesforce has not developed properly into the LWC. That is why it is returning in most of the function. It is returning as an aura. So it's better we can do one thing, like whenever it is executed from the aura or LWC, it will directly return you the aura function here, aura name here. Okay, so this way you can just define it like whatever you wanted to execute it. So suppose let's take an example here. You have one scenario where if the code is coming from the aura, you have to execute a particular block of window. Then what will happen? Okay, So and in that case, what you can do, you can just put the switch case here, and in the switch case you can just write it down, like whether it is executed from the Aura or not. If it is executed from the Aura, we have to define something, or we have to directly means pass something, means we can directly define a function for the particular Aura. If what if it will execute it from the anonymous window, then we have to define it in a different way. What if it is defined from the Apex itself, then we have to define it in a different way, right? So in this way, like, we can determine the execution context of the particular function, particular method in the Apex itself. Okay, thank you guys for watching this video. Please like, share and subscribe to get the latest video about Salesforce. Thank you guys.